show you how great I am.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world.
G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. All social media is in the description box, and please hit that bell icon so you be notified when I drop that heat. This video is sponsored by my boy Fast Classic. His mixtape is in the description box. It is absolutely free. Definitely give him a download, give him a listen. And this video is sponsored by my boy Matt. Definitely check his apparel out on IG at We All From. Now, off top, I know this title was going to get people to click and listen. Disclaimer off top. You can't read the title of any of my videos and assume what the tone's going to be in the video. So I know the title says Gervonta Davis is the most protected fighter in boxing. I'm well aware of that. It's facts. But I just want for you guys to sit back and listen to my angle on this one. First and foremost, I'm a Tank Davis fan. I think he's one of the bright stars in boxing. I totally enjoy watching Tank Davis fight. I also think he gets a bad rap because he's cool with Adrian Broner, and a lot of people want to compare him to Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner's not that man's father. You know, if you want to say they have similarities, cool, but don't criticize Tank Davis and say, hey, you're basically Adrian Broner, you're going to be Adrian Broner. And being Adrian Broner is not necessarily a bad thing. He has had a successful career. He just aimed to be Floyd, and he just didn't reach that pinnacle. Gervonta Tank Davis is the most protected fighter in the sport. And every era has a certain amount of guys that are protected by their promoter, manager, whatever the case may be. Some fighters don't mind being protected. As long as they're making money and as long as they're looking good, that's all that matters to them. I do not think Tank Davis is one of those guys. I think Tank Davis wants to get in there with the best. He's not very vocal about it, but I do think he's a competitor, and I think he wants to get in and fight the best. That's my opinion on Tank Davis. I think Tank Davis is a very good fighter. Very good fighter. We have not seen Tank Davis tested. And I'm going to get into why I said Gervonta Tank Davis is the most protected fighter in the sport. Read a recent article on Boxing Scene, big shout out to Boxing Scene, with Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr. made a lot of different comments about Tank Davis. I felt like Gary Russell Jr. was respectful in his comments, but he basically said, yo, I've known Tank since he was a little dude, and I respect what he's done, but he not fucking with me. He not fucking with me. He can't fuck with me. That's not the first time Gary Russell Jr. has said that about Tank Davis. This is about the third or fourth time that Gary Russell Jr. has went off on Tank Davis. And Tank Davis does not say a word, does not respond. I find that very interesting. When you look at it, Tank Davis really only responds to people that he can play the big boy role with. He had words with Devin Haney. He said, oh, Devin Haney's too young. He haven't done nothing. Ryan Garcia, too young. He haven't done anything. Like, those are the guys that he'll respond to. Shakur Stevenson. Played the big boy role with Shakur Stevenson in his response. And I used to criticize these young fighters like Shakur Stevenson, like Devin Haney, like Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez. These guys wanting to be great, wanting to be champions right now at a young age, and they kind of want to skip a step. And I used to criticize them all the time, and I was like, you know what? I don't have a problem with them trying to be great. If they want to be great, cool. It's up to their promoter to get them the opportunity to get them a belt or for them to be great. But Tank Davis, if you notice, he's not going to fight any of these guys that are calling him out. None of them. He's not going to fight Gary Russell Jr. He's not going to fight Tevin Farmer. He's not going to fight Devin Haney. He's not going to fight Teofimo Lopez. He's not going to fight Shakur Stevenson. And you ask why I say that? Because those will all be guys that are young, athletic, slick inside the ring, and they will be in their prime or on their way to being in their prime. Gervonta Tank Davis is not going to fight any of those guys or anybody that has that description. Point blank, period. I don't even see Tank Davis fighting Anthony Peterson. I don't even see that happening. It's not because I think Gervonta Tank Davis won't fight those guys, or I think Gervonta Tank Davis won't beat those guys. The problem is Gervonta Davis is under Floyd Mayweather Jr. And what I'm about to say here is no knock against Floyd, but it's the truth. I'm a huge Floyd Mayweather fan. Whether you are a Mayweather fan or you're a Mayweather hater or you're in between, we all know Floyd Mayweather is 50-0. We all know that. Self-proclaimed best of all time. Whether you love him or hate him, he should be in your top 10. At the very least. But even with a 50-0 record and him breaking all barriers in terms of financials, in terms of a fighter and how a fighter goes about his business financially in the sport of boxing, Floyd's career left a lot to be desired. I think we can all agree that Floyd made it his business to make sure he was never in a 50-50 fight. Floyd Mayweather Jr. made sure that he was in situations where it favored him. If you go up and down Floyd Mayweather's resume, Floyd Mayweather fought one person in their prime. I take that back. Two guys in their prime. That was Diego Corrales and Ricky Hatton. Those are the two people that he fought when they were in their prime and rolling. But we can all agree that Floyd Mayweather never fought anyone that was young, athletic, slick inside the ring, and in their prime. A lot of the names that he have are guys that were past their prime. People wanted Floyd to fight Paul Williams, didn't happen. Wanted him to fight Antonio Margarito, didn't happen. When he fought Shane Mosley, he was done. He wasn't in his prime. I don't know if a Floyd Mayweather Jr. beats a prime Shane Mosley, especially that 135 Shane Mosley. That was a monster. For Canelo Alvarez, Canelo was too green. Floyd made it a point to make sure that he was never in a 50-50 fight. And when Floyd looks at Tank, he sees himself. He thinks Tank is a superstar. Floyd is going to guide Tank Davis the same way that he guided his own career. Put him up against guys that have names, but they're not necessarily slick, not necessarily athletic. And he's not going to put Tank Davis in a fight where he feels like it's going to be a 50-50 situation. So yes, Gervonta Tank Davis is the most protected fighter in the sport, but it's not because of him. When you sign on to Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's perks to it. but someone else has their career in your hands. And unfortunately, we may not see Gervonta Tank Davis max out the potential, and we may not get a chance to see how good Tank Davis actually is because of how Floyd Mayweather is going to guide Gervonta Tank Davis' career. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.